fault you got dinner. You are all welcome back to my channel. I'm Jason, and in today's video what we're going to be doing is A Nation Once Again. So let's get into it. Okay guys, there are 6 chords we are going to need for this song. We have G, C, D7, a regular D, A minor and E minor. If you know all of those chords, skip ahead to where we go into the strumming of the song. And if not, stick with me here and I'll quickly show you how to play those chords now. So we have G is our first chord. So that is in the second box, 5th string or A string. Third box then, it's the 6th string or E string. And it's also the 1st string or little E string. That's your G chord. Then we have our C chord. Box 1, string 2 or B string. Box 2, string 4 or D string. And box 3, string 5 or your A string. D7 starts the same way. Box 1, string 2, B string. Then box 2, string 3 or G string. And box 2, string 1, E string. Now for any D chord, D7 or D, always strum just the bottom 4 strings if you're comfortable strumming. If you're a beginner, don't worry about it, you can work on it later. But if you are more intermediate or advanced, mainly strum just the bottom 4 strings. Then we have a regular D chord, so that is in box 2, string 3 or the G string, string 1 or the E string, and in box 3 it is string 2, the B string. Then we have an A minor, so again we're back to box 1, string 2, B string. Then in the second box, it's strings 4 and 3, D and G together. And then finally we have our E minor chord. So in the second box, it is the 5th and 4th string together, or A and D. So those are the chords, G, C, D7, D, A minor, E minor. Let's get into the song. Okay, the strum pattern we're going to need for this song is a country style strum pattern. Down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that for every single chord. I'll put the song up here. So we're starting off with the verse of the song. So there are 2 different parts. We have a verse and a chorus section. So we start off in a G chord and there are 4 Gs for that first line. So you're going to do that strum pattern 1 time for each of the Gs. So that means 4 strumming patterns. So down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're into a C for 1 count. Down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. D7, down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 Gs to finish off. Down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next line again starts off with your 4 Gs. So we have G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a C chord for 1 count. And from C we're changing into A minor. Now all you have to do is move your 3rd finger under your middle finger to box 2. So it's only that 1 finger that moves over. And from there, your 1st finger stays on as we change from A minor to D7, and the middle 2 fingers go down. So from A minor, your middle finger goes down 1 string and your 3rd finger goes down 2 strings. So your 1st finger stays on from C to A minor to D7. So if you're new to these chords, maybe practice that chord transition. 1 strum C, 1 strum A minor, 1 strum D7, and then 2 strums on each. So C, A minor, D7. And then with the full strum pattern, C, A minor, D7. Okay, those are the chords you need for that line. So 4 Gs, and then C, A minor, D7, D7. Next line then starts with a regular D. So we have 4 regular Ds with the strum pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 C chords and 2 G chords. 1, 2, change, G, 2. And then G, E minor, C, D. So 1 G, E minor, D, C, and D. And then G, D, G, G. So that last line is also repeated in the chorus. That last line is, and long the brothers be, and nation once again. And then you're blasting into the chorus, so it gives you that nice build. So that's the whole verse there. You have your 4 Gs, then your C, D7, GG, 4 Gs again, C, A minor, D7, D7, 4 Ds, C, C, G, G, and then to finish off, we have that line that is going to be repeated in the chorus. Your G, E minor, C, D, G, D, G, G. All with the strum pattern down, 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 up, your country style strumming pattern that's used in a lot of songs. So that is the verse, guys. Let's go into the chorus now. So guys, for the chorus then we have 3 Gs going into a C chord. So G down, 1, 2, 3, and C. Then then 2 A minor chords and 2 D7 chords. So in this song, it does go from A minor to D7 a couple of times. So if you practice that chord transition, it should be easy for you. It's just your middle 2 fingers moving down and your first finger staying exactly where it is. So A minor, D7, D7. And then just like in the verse, we have this bottom line, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. So it's G, E minor, C, D, G, D, G, and G. Okay? And that's the way the song goes. So that's the chorus. You have your 3 Gs, 2, 3, and C, A minor down 2 strings, D7, D7, and long a province be, a nation once again. And then you go back into the next verse. So it goes verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, the whole way down through the song. There's no pre-chorus or bridge or instrumentals. Now, if you want to take a break in between the verses and chorus, instead of going straight from A Nation Once Again into the next verse immediately, just play a G chord. Same as an introduction. So start off with a G. That's it. Just 2 Gs and then straight into the verse, and straight after the chorus as well. Nation once again, just hold that 1, 2, and then second verse. So 2 G chords are okay to play either as an introduction or an instrumental to break up the chorus and the verse every single time, but you never break up the verse to chorus. It goes straight from the verse into the chorus. Think of it like one long block. And then at the end of the chorus, you can put in those 2 Gs and then another verse chorus and then another 2 Gs verse chorus. So that is the song. You have that long verse and then straight into the chorus. And that's all there is. You have those 6 chords. Practice those chord progressions, especially C into A minor down into D7. That does happen a few times. If you are going from D7 into D, like in the verse, there's a trick you can do. Just put on your pinky finger on the 3rd box B string. So from D7, it's like a mirrored version of a D. It's just a backwards D. Your pinky can easily just go on box 3 B string, and that's D. Pinky on D, pinky off D7. So that's a full D7 chord with your pinky on B3, and that gives you your D chord. So when you're going from the second line of the verse, the C, A minor, D7, D7, into the 3rd line of the verse, the D, 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 then you can easily just add on that pinky finger, and it saves you changing. And it goes from that D chord into a C chord. So your first finger doesn't have to move at all. You can just transition then into a C easily as well. So there are always little tricks to help your fingers move faster. Now, you can always change all the fingers around. You can go D7 into D into C. It's just if you're more of a beginner and you're trying to get the song running together, so your chords just aren't going from one chord into another, you're always stopping in between, or every time you come to a new chord, you're always stopping in between, and it's just very frustrating. Little tricks like that will help. D7, practice that pinky finger going on, and then up into a C. And then if you add it all in, it can go from an A minor into a D7, into a D, into a C. Or if we go back even further, it starts from C, A minor. So C, A minor, D7, D, and then back to C. Full circle around. And then your G to C, that's just a hard one. You just have to work on that slowly. There are steps you can work on. You can start with just a single strum. So G1 strum, C1 strum. And then you can start with the 2 strums. So G1, 2, C2. And just count to 4 and go as slow as you need to. So if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's your speed, brilliant, that's fine. So then on the 1, 2, break that up into the strumming part, because it is 2 beats. The down, down is the first part, the down, up is the second part. So you can go 1, 2, C, and another trick is on the very last up strum on every chord, you can take off your fingers and begin to change there. So if I'm going from a G into a C chord, I go down, down, 1, 2, 3, off, and then C, down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that sounds like this. Creates a little smooth transition. You can also hear then the chord change, and you're not trying to change as fast as possible to get that up strum and G straight into C. It is hard, especially when it's a chord like that where it's G to C, where your fingers all have to move. If it was from D7 into a D with that pinky finger, obviously do all 4. You can do your down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, on. You don't need to change, but whenever you're changing all of your fingers, then I would suggest just lifting off your fingers for the last up strum, and that gives you that split second to change into the next chord, and then hit that first strum extra hard so you can really hear the chord change. Okay, so those are my tips just on how to play that song. You have that verse and chorus all ready from before. That is today's lesson. So thanks for joining in, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe. Add comments to throw suggestions in for songs. I did have a list of songs. This was the bottom of the first list, and I'll be starting a new list now next week. I've also started uploading random songs on a Thursday evening, so you can tune into that as well. So it's every Sunday I will do mainly an Irish song, and then every Thursday I'll throw in a modern or random song. Last Thursday it was Babylon by David Gray. Love that song. I might stick with David Gray for a while. It all depends on my mood. Thursdays, it's kind of like, well, anything can go Thursday. Well, anything on guitar can go Thursday. And then Sunday is usually going to be your Irish songs. So put down comments in below. It really helps the new algorithm. But that's it for me here today. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time.